So a few of you might remember my video from a few months ago at the beginning of spring when something got into the polytunnel here and ate all of my seedlings. Well, my worst nightmares have come true, and whatever it is back with a vengeance, and it has eaten most of my tomatoes last night. I'm devastated. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so frustrated with it. Do you know, this year I haven't bought any tomatoes in the shop because I just wanted to be able to taste a really nice tomato, one that I grow myself. And yeah, no, apparently that's not okay. I'm guessing it's rats. There's a massive rat problem site-wide on this whole allotment site. There's probably about 100 plots all split around like a rat run, really, all different areas. When you walk around, there's rats absolutely everywhere. There's people leaving food out for their chickens, and the rats, even in the broad daylight, are just coming over and they're eating it. I don't know what I can do. I spoke to the council about it the other week because it is really bad, and they said, well, you'll have to pay if you want someone to come out, and you need to tell the pest control team the exact source and location of the problem, which is impossible because it's everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I was talking to people just now walking around, and just people walking their dogs, and they said, yeah, they're everywhere. We see them all the time. We see them coming taking people's chicken food. We've trapped in here and got rid of them, but they just come back. It's fighting a losing battle because everybody else is feeding them, so they just keep coming back again. So I don't really know what to do, really. I'm just fed up now, really fed up, really cross about the whole situation. I've got nothing now. I've got tomatoes that are left, obviously. You can see them behind me. This is down here. These were some really nice ones on here, but look, they've even eaten the green ones, you see. Just left them, just half eaten. Definitely look like rodent nibbles though. That one as well. Just bust them open. So I either pick them and ripen them at home. I suppose I could just take them all off and just take them home with me. Or I'm wondering about maybe moving them outside. I've got a new allotment that I've just taken on that's got quite a lot of space. So if I leave them in here, I'm going to lose them. So maybe I'll just take them outside and see if I manage to keep them going. Because otherwise, I don't know what to do. I'm just really fed up. really fed up. So I've been having a bit of a think about it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move as many of the tomatoes as I can out here to this allotment. So this is the new one that I was showing you a few weeks ago. We've trimmed most of it now. But like I said, I'm just going to plan on putting a couple of polytunnels on here, really. But there's this bed that I found that was already here. And the soil was looking all right. So I've got some tomatoes already in it. This is a side shoot tomato that I've grown, and it's coming along really nicely. That's been in there about 2 weeks now. So I thought, well, he was in the polytunnel before this one, and I moved it out and put it here. So what I thought is I might plant in a couple of the bigger ones here, because I've got a little bit of space. Hopefully it doesn't kill them. And then I might put the others, the pots, around the edge of here, because this gets quite a lot of sun all the time. So I think that's maybe a good plan. What I might do is go in there into the polytunnel now. I'm going to pick off anything that's there, take it home and just ripen it at home. And then all the plants that I can manage to move, some of them are just too big. They're not going to stand up because I've had to tie a lot of them up to the sort of ceiling of the polytunnel. So if I put them just around here, they're just going to all fall over. So some are just going to have to stay there, I suppose. But I'm going to move what I can, and I'm going to put what I can. And put a couple in this bed and some around this bed, and we'll just see how they go, because whatever happens, I'm going to lose them. The only problem on this allotment is I've got one chicken on here with a chick, because she's hatched a chick and she can't live in with my chickens because my chickens are just really mean and will kill the chick. So I might have to maybe put all the tomatoes out and then maybe build some sort of netting around it just so they don't come over here and start eating them, because that's the last thing I need. But I think that seems like a good plan. So I've got a wheelbarrow full over here of some plants. So I'm going to put a couple of those in and put them around, and we'll see where we get to. So this guy is it's pretty deep, pretty bendy as well. So I need to figure out how deep to do this. And getting this allotment's been such good luck, really. It had this bed in it. I did put some blood, fish and bone in it as well the other week, just to try and put a bit of nutrients into it. But it seems in quite good condition. Everything I put in seems to be pretty healthy. That seems quite a deep hole. Let's try that. I really don't want to break it. So let's try and... Don't know what this is. Can't really read the writing on it anymore. Hold it. There we go. Right. That's quite good. It's quite a good size. Let's fill it in. It's going to need some support there, I think. Going to need some support, but it's not looking too bad. Let's twist it round there while I go and get some more canes. Hopefully that'll just hold it for a minute. Little idea to make a bit more space in this bed behind. What I had planted in there was some tumbling tomatoes in the corners. But I thought, do you know what? I could take them out and put them into these buckets that I'm taking the tomatoes out of, and then I could just keep this for the big tomatoes and have the tumbling ones around the edge, which makes much more sense. And I think that my tomatoes are going to be so much happier in there as well. So, lucky me, I found in this shed on this allotment here a big bag of compost. Hasn't been used, so I thought, well, I might as well use that. Somebody nicely left it here, so I'm going to fill these buckets up, and then I'm going to try and gently as I can get the tumbling tomatoes out of this bed behind and replace them with some of the big guys from up at the Polytunnel. And hopefully the big guys will be a lot happier as well than they were in the Polytunnel, squashed in their buckets. So we'll see, let's give it a try. Okay, so this is the finished bed. You just have to ignore the sound of the kids in the background. So there's all the tomatoes in, and then I've got the bush tomatoes all along the edge. There's a big one still that I didn't have room for. And then some lovely tomatoes. I mean, they can't be any worse off than they were in the Polytunnel anyway. None of them look particularly healthy. And then I've got a few here as well. So I kind of feel like I've done what I can for now. I'm going to go back up to the Polytunnel, I think, and throw a bit of netting over the ones that are there at the moment. And then we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, hopefully they'll survive outside after living in the 30-degree heat of the Polytunnel. Then maybe they'll like it more out here. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to go home now and I'm going to sulk about all them tomatoes that I've lost. But what can you do? That's just part of growing, isn't it, I suppose? And fingers crossed we still get a harvest. So until next time, see you soon. Bye bye.